Ever feel like there's an unknown force keeping you from getting ahead? Like nothing is what it seems, and there's something you don't understand limiting you. In the 1980s, one science fiction movie pulled back the curtain and revealed the truth behind all of it. For its trouble, it was dumped, buried, and ignored. And now they're doing it again. I'm Josh Tyler for Giant Freakin' Robot, and this is why They Live failed. Now legendary filmmaker John Carpenter entered the late 1980s in a weakened position with studios. Big Trouble in Little China had performed poorly at the box office in 1986, and before it, Starman in 1984 had underperformed relative to its awards buzz. After several clashes with executives about creative control, Carpenter signed a deal with Alive Films to make low-budget features with minimal oversight. They Live was the second film in that two-picture deal, inspired by a 1963 short story called 8 O'Clock in the Morning. They Live centers on Roddy Piper's Nada, a transient who lives in Los Angeles looking for work after a string of bad luck. He quickly picks up a construction job and befriends Frank, played by Keith David, a homeless man stuck in similar dire financial straits. Frank leads Nada to his tent community, where other down-on-their-luck citizens hole up between shifts. While there, Nada begins to suspect something strange is going on at a nearby church. He investigates, gets caught up in a wild late-night police raid, and walks away with a mysterious pair of sunglasses that allow him to see the world for what it really is.
What's your problem? I said, what's your problem?
A hotbed, a political propaganda built on complacency and conformity so that aliens can quietly take over and throttle Earth's resources for their own personal gain. These aliens walk among us, disguised as humans, and are indistinguishable from normal humans. They use a broadcast signal to keep the population docile and mass media to ensure total conformity. Nada's glasses reveal not only the aliens, but the true message hidden in the magazines, billboards, and television shows we all watch. Along the way, Nada tries to recruit Frank, resulting in a crazy knockdown, drag-out brawl between two macho men in an alley for absolutely no reason. Other than that, the movie's director, John Carpenter, thought it would be awesome. He was right. As the film reaches its climax, it reveals just how far the conspiracy against the masses goes. And at this point, there's no turning back. It's up to Nada to figure out how to wake everybody up, even if it costs him his life. Because They Live wasn't financed by Universal, the studio had little incentive to invest in a large marketing campaign. Universal's role was distribution only, and Carpenter's previous box office track record made the studio hesitant to push a film they didn't control. But more than that, They Live's social commentary made them nervous. Some execs may have even thought it was trying to portray them as villains. Despite a lack of support, They Live debuted at number 1 in 1988 with a weak $4.8 million opening, and then it dropped like a rock and vanished from theaters. Critics were as frightened of it as studio executives were. Some viewed the political messaging as too literal. Others thought the casting of Roddy Piper limited its appeal. They were wrong. They were all wrong. And they've never been more wrong than they are right now as They Live achieves peak relevance in the modern era.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
They Live is essential viewing, in the same way that George Orwell's 1984 is essential reading. It needs to be witnessed by anybody who's tired of being manipulated by the media they consume every day, the very media that tells them to be happy with the status quo instead of thinking for themselves. It's over the top with its paranoia, but its messaging is loud and clear. Conformity and complacency are traps, fabricated to keep us consuming and producing as a means to enslave all of us to a ruling class. To me, the key scene in the movie is also one of its shortest. Nada puts on his sunglasses and goes in a grocery store. Two businessmen stand next to each other, talking. One is a secret alien, the other is a human. The human is expressing confusion over why he can't seem to get a promotion.
It's easy for you to say you got the promotion. Look, it'll come, all right? Just don't worry about it.
The alien dismissively tells him to work harder, knowing that nothing the clueless human does will matter. There's no path to success for him because he's not one of them. You owe it to yourself to watch They Live, if not purely for entertainment, then for a crash course on how to handle yourself when your eyes finally open and you can clearly see when it matters most. It's a movie so pointed and well thought out that it could almost be taught in schools. In some sense, it almost feels as though it was designed that way. There's a single nude scene seconds before the movie's closing credits, and that's the primary reason for its R rating. Remove it, and They Live could be a valuable, parent-friendly educational tool. After its initial failure in theaters, They Live became a huge cult hit in video rentals. In the streaming era, with its message more relevant than ever, that should also translate into big streaming numbers. And yet, it's tough to find on streaming. It's only available for extra purchase on pricey, on-demand streaming services. The reasons for this aren't clear. It's almost as if the people in control of everything don't really want anyone to see it. Don't let them win. Pay the price to see They Live's warning. And while you're at it, put the glasses on by giving this video a like and sharing it with your friends. Until next time, I'm Josh, and this has been Giant Freakin' Robot.
I came here to drink milk and kick ass. And I've just finished my milk.